Welcome to the live and interactive quizzing session Curiosity conducted by THiNC Institute of Design. So we are back with yet another season of Curiosity Quiz. So let's wait for a few participants to join. After that, we'll be starting our session. So for those who are already aware of the game process, here is your pin 5447148. This is the game pin for today's session. So make sure that you're just entering this game pin and entering the quiz, right? So those who are not aware of the gaming process, I'll just briefly explain how you have to play this game. So before that, let's wait for a few participants to join. After that, I'll be explaining the process. So once again, I'm repeating, the game pin is 5447148. The game pin is available in the chat box also, so you can copy it from there. All right, so Beluga has joined, Rohit has joined, Devapriya has joined. Welcome, Beluga, Rohit, Devapriya. All right, so now I'll just briefly explain how you have to play this game. Hiba has joined. Welcome, Hiba, Devapriya, Beluga, and Rohit. All right, so initially what you have to do is that if you're using a mobile device, you have to download the Kahoot app from Android or Apple Store. So after downloading and opening the app, you have to enter the game pin. The game pin is displayed here, 5447148. It's also there in the chat box. So you have to copy the game pin and you have to paste it in the Kahoot app. The Kahoot app one window will be there to paste the game pin. So you have to paste the Kahoot app there. At that time, you will be given entry to this game pin and your names will also be displayed here. Okay. So if you're not having an extra mobile device, still you can play this game. How you can play this game is that go to your browser and enter the site www.kahoot.it. So one browser you can enter the Kahoot.it, and another browser you can check the YouTube Live. So if you're not having two browsers, still you can play this game. How you can play this game is you have to open the split screen option. And one screen you have to open our YouTube Live, and in another screen you have to open the Kahoot app. Okay. So all right, that's how you have to play. Again, in the browser also the same thing only. The game pin is same only, 5447148. Okay. So that's a browser. So so what you have to do is that you have to read the questions from our YouTube Live. So make sure that you're not missing the YouTube Live. You have to read the questions from the YouTube Live, and in your mobile app or whether your Kahoot site, the corresponding color codes will only be displayed. Only the corresponding color codes and the shape codes will only be displayed. So you have to click on you have to read the option, you have to read the question and the options from our YouTube Live, and you have to click on the corresponding color codes in your Kahoot app. Okay, so that's how you have to play this game. I'll just this is the game pin for the demo session. So once we enter the demo session, I hope all your doubts will be cleared. Okay, right. So I think we can enter the demo session. So still after the demo session also, if you're having any doubts, just make sure that you're asking it in the chat box. All right, so we'll be happy to help you. So I think we can start the demo session. So if you're ready for the demo session, just enter ready in the chat box. Just enter ready in the chat box so that we can start the quiz. Welcome Han, Gargi, Lakshman, Nobody, Sahla, Amin, Gangana, Roshan, Hiba, Devapriya. Welcome all. All right, Rohit Sharma is ready. Josh Bhadrashwar is ready. All right, so I think we can start the demo session. So starting the demo session now. All right, 3, 2, 1, and here comes your first question. All right, so this is the first question. Who designed the Hyder Relief Center at Azerbaijan? So that is the question, and below you can see the options also. Louis Kahn, Charles Korea, the options are there. Left side you can see the timer is running. Right side you can see the answers are also. Okay, all right. So this is how the typical question window will look like. So you'll be getting around now around 40 plus 30 plus seconds are remaining. So what you have to do is that you have to click on the corresponding color code in your Kahoot app. And this kind of questions, options, everything will be visible only in the YouTube Live. In your mobile app or Kahoot app, Kahoot site, only the color codes will be available. Okay, so just check the questions from the YouTube Live and click on the corresponding color code in your mobile app. Okay, so that's how you have to play this. So we have 8 more seconds, 7. All right, so time's up. So you can see that Saha Hadid is the correct answer. Saha Hadid is the correct answer. Almost everybody has answered it correctly. So you can see that the correct option is being highlighted with the tick mark, and all the wrong options are being faded out with the wrong mark. Okay. All right. So we have now, let's move on to the scoreboard. So after every question, we'll be moving on to the scoreboard. Scoreboard, this is the place where you'll be seeing the toppers. Here you can see that Prathamesh has come to the top spot with 991 points. Second spot we have Sahla. Third we have Banu, fourth Ami, and fifth we have nobody. Okay, so that's how the scoreboard looks like. And left side you can see the names, as well as right side you can see the points. Right. So we have one more question left in the demo session, and this is the second question. Again, same thing, only you can see the questions here. Left side you can see the timer here. Right side you can see how many of you have attended the answers. So bottom you can see the options and the particular color codes as well as the shape codes. Okay. Chitragupta has messaged in the chat box answers. Okay. All right, timer is running. 36, 35. All right, so that's it. So question here you can see that the answer correct option is A is the correct option. Okay. All right, so now we'll be moving on to the podium. Podium means that is a final result screen. Now we won't be having the scoreboard. We'll be seeing who all has come to the top, who all has grabbed the top 5 spots. Okay. So third spot we have Banu. Second spot we have Sahla. And first spot we have Prathamesh. Okay. All right. So that's how the final screen look, and we have runners of Devapriya and Gangana. Okay. All right. So that's how the final result screen will look like. So now we are actually moving on to a real quiz. So a new game pin will be generated. You can see that a new game pin is going to get generated. So again, you have to repeat the same process. You have to just enter this game pin, and just enter the quiz. Okay. So you can see the game pin is 877039. That is the game pin. All right. So again, you have to enter the game pin and just enter the quiz. So if you still have any doubts, just ask it in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. But we have Sarath, Sahla, Hiba, Sara, Beluga, Han, Rohit, Lakshman, Shana, Gargi, Barahi, Nandana, Adira, Adarsh. Welcome all to the session. So the new game pin is posted in the chat box. Also, you can copy it from there. 877039. Okay. So if you still have any doubts, even after the demo session, just make sure that you're asking in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. All right, Avinash with the star. Agnes, Chiku, welcome to the session. Should I repeat the process again? If you want me to repeat the process, just make sure that you're asking in the chat box. So we'll be happy to help you, Oli. If anybody of you still didn't have any hold of this quiz, means you can ask it in the chat box. All right. So I hope everybody understood how to play this quiz. Those who are watching. So today's question is non-verbal reasoning. Today's topic is non-verbal reasoning. So we'll be having 15 questions. 15 questions will be there. So in one question will be a observation-based question. Observation-based question means one slide will be shown. You have to observe that slide for around 30 seconds. You have to observe the slide. So based on that slide, you'll be given 2 questions. 2 questions will be there. Okay. So that's how the process. And another thing is that we'll be having bonus questions on. We'll be having bonus question. Bonus question means double the points. The points will be double. So even if you are in the bottom of the table, that one question can bring you to the top of the table. Okay. So make sure that you're not missing the question. 10th question is the bonus question. I'm just telling that also. 10th question is the bonus question. Okay. And last question will be having the observation type question. Okay. So both questions are important. Just make sure that you're not missing both the questions. Okay. Both the questions as well as all of the quiz. Right. So we have Falseen, Amrita, Rocky, Nobody, Malavika, Hanna, Nita, Palak, Arya, Kanak, Nilina, Preeti, Kankana, Minecraft, Nay, Agnes, Savinash, Rohan, Devapriya, Pumpkin, Taufik, Adarsh, Adira, Nantana, Kejriwal has joined. Welcome, Kejriwal. Melvin, Betsy. So we'll be starting the quiz very soon. So just make sure that you're joining as soon as possible. So we'll be starting the quiz very soon. So even after we start the quiz, also still you'll be able to join the session. So in the bottom right corner, the game pin will be displayed. So you can just enter this game pin from there and you can join anytime. So, but you'll be losing that initial momentum. You'll be losing. So that is why just make sure that you're joining in the first instance. Okay. Even one question can make a difference. All right. So maybe we can start the session, I think. So if you're ready for the session, just enter ready in the chat box. Let's wait for messages. After that, we'll be starting the session. Josh Bhadrashwara is ready. Move participants, move incognito ready, Rohit Sharma ready. Football Manic Whitey, 1 more minute, sir. Won't be getting 1 more minute, but still few more seconds you'll be getting. Just hurry up. Dhananjay ready, Sharath ready. Nilina ready, Amsat ready. All right. All right, so I think we can start the session. Okay. All right, we can start the session, or should we wait? Anthony Godi. Rishika, Malavika, Fulsin, Palak, Betsy, Melvin, Kejriwal, Preeti, Amrita, Rocky, nobody. All right, so I think we can start the session. So starting the quiz. 3, 2, 1, and here comes your question. All right, so that's your first question in the today's quiz. All right, so how many five-sided figures, pentagons, can find in the given figure? So answer is 16. I think most of you have made it wrong. All right, so let's see the scoreboard. We have Kejriwal on the top spot with 955 points. Second spot goes to Hannat with 881 points. Third spot we have Anija with 532 points. All right, so I think we have only 3 toppers here. Most of you have made it wrong. I don't know why. All right, so we can compensate in the next questions. No issue. Right, so moving on to next question. So before that, once again, this is the game pin 877039. That is a game pin. So we can just enter the game pin and join anytime. If anybody has missed to be on the quiz. Okay. All right. So second question. All right, time's up. So the figure that replaces the question mark. Which one is the figure that replaces the question mark? And D. I think many of you have made it correct. Okay. All right. So scoreboard again. Kejriwal still on the top with 955 points. Second spot we have Annath, double 881 points. Third spot we have Nilina. Fourth spot we have nobody, and fifth spot we have Arya. So all places got filled. So that's all from the scoreboard. Moving on to third question. Again, replacing question mark. D is the correct option. Most of you have made it wrong, I think. Okay, let's see the scoreboard again. Kejriwal on the top with 1755 points. Second, Hannath, 881 points. Third, Nilina, 799 points. Fourth, nobody, 784 points. Fifth, Arya, 779 points. And new climber, we have Taufik is a new climber climbing up 5 places. Okay. But why many of you are making it wrong, I don't know. Maybe you have to work on this topic more, I think. All right. So, fourth question. All right, time's up. So the odd one out. Odd one out is C. C is the odd one out. So scoreboard again. Kejriwal still on the top with 2576 points. Second, we have Nida. Third, we have Sharad. Fourth, we have Satla. And fifth, we have Hannath. And we have a new climber also. Rishika is the highest climber here, climbing up 14 places in the scoreboard. All right. So moving on to the question. All right, folding the figure, and which figure will you'll be getting? Okay, A, B, and D is the correct answer. Most of you have made it correctly. So let's see whether the scoreboard also reflects the same. Kejriwal on the top with 3499 points. Second, we have Nida. Third, we have Antoni Kodi. Fourth, we have Rishika. Fifth, we have Arya. All right, so that's all from the leaderboard. And Taufik is the new climber here, climbing up 14 places in the scoreboard. Sixth question. All right, so if x is related to y, then z is related to d, not d, the figure in d. Close competition. I think most of you have made it wrong. Tight competition between how to make questions wrong. 11, 13, 11. Right. Moving on to leaderboard. Kejriwal still on top of 3499. Second, we have Nida. Third, we have Chikku. Fourth, we have Anthony Gaudi. Fifth, we have Sahla. New climber, Nay. Nay is a new climber here, climbing up 13 places. All right. So, seventh question. Select the alternative which represent 3 out of 5 figures which when fitted into each other would form a square. 3, 4, 5. Okay, but also many of you have made it wrong. But still we have time to catch up. Also, we are only halfway down. So I think if most of you are making it wrong means there is a chance for everyone, right, to come up to the table. Okay, all right. So we have Kejriwal on the top of 3499 points. Second, we have Nida. Third, we have Arya. Fourth, we have Chiku. Fifth, we have Anthony Gaudi. Okay. So before moving on to each question, let me remind you regarding our Telegram group. So we are actually having a Telegram group where we'll be posting updates regarding your exam notification, updates regarding further programs which we are conducting, like quizzes and other classes. So the link will be posted in the chat box. So you can click on the link and join the group from there. Can you please explain the answers if possible? Sure, I can explain, but I don't think the time will be permitting me to explain. So make sure that you're joining the channel. So there we'll be having a group also. So there the discussions will be happening regarding the questions also. Okay, so we'll be posting the questions there. So there you can discuss, and there will be having the luminous and all. So there you can actually discuss a question, and there will be getting the explanations also, correct? Okay, so the link will be posted in the chat box. All right, so moving on to eighth question. Right, so figure that closely resemble the unordered form of figure, that is C. Most of you have made it correctly. Good. Ninth question. Okay, Kejriwal still on top, same points. Second, we have Nida. Third, we have Nilina. Fourth, we have Rishika. Fifth, we have Arya. And if we have a new climber also, Agnes is the highest climber, climbing up 11 places in the table. So, ninth question. Select a suitable figure from the options that would complete the figure matrix. Okay, C is the correct answer. scoreboard. We have a new topper here. Nida is a new topper with 4,212 point. Okay. Second, we have Kejriwal. Third, we have Nilina. Fourth, we have Taufik, and fifth, we have Agnes. So new climber also Minecraft. Minecraft is a new climber here, climbing up 8 places in the scoreboard. All right, so now we are moving on to a 10th question, and it is a bonus question. So we will be having double the points. So make sure that you're not missing this question. You'll be getting 60 seconds to answer this question. Choose a figure that would complete the pattern of the question figure. Answer is B. All right, so that was a bonus question. So let's see who all has taken advantage of it. Nida with the 4,212 points, still on the top spot. Second, we have Taufik, 3,837. Third, we have Agnes, Rishika. Fourth, we have Rishika. Fifth, we have Kejriwal. Okay, tough round. 3 players lost their answers pick of 3 questions. All right, moving on to 11th question. Have to choose the correct mirror image. B is a mirror image. I think everybody has answered it correctly. That's nice. Everybody was attended has answered it correctly, and that's nice. All right, so let's see the scoreboard. Nida 5,007 points. Second, we have Taupi. Third, we have Agnes. Fourth, we have Rishika. And fifth, we have Nilina. And we have a new climber also. Sharath is a new climber here, climbing up 3 places in the scoreboard. All right, 12th question. So there are 28 edges for the given object. So both Nida still on top with 5,833 points. Second, we have Rishika. Third, we have Taufi. Fourth, we have Agnes, and fifth, we have Anas. I think competition is also getting to very high, and you're not even able to find common positions in the first 3 or 5 places. New climber also. Lakshman is a new climber here, climbing up 12 places in the scoreboard. 13th question. 3D image from the plan. Imagine C. Okay. So also many of you have answered correctly. Getting into the momentum only. In the end only, everyone is actually getting into the momentum. Okay. So Nida is making come back with 3 correct answers in a row and grab the top spot also with 6611 points. Second, we have Tawfiq. Third, we have Rishika. Fourth, we have Hannat. And fifth, we have Nilina. Right. So 14th question is, it's not a 14th question, it's actually a slide. So I'll just, okay, so this is actually the image. So just observe this image for around 30 seconds. So after that, we'll be moving on to 2 questions. Okay, you'll be getting 2 questions based on this slide. Just make sure that you're observing this image closely. All right, so I think that's enough. So shall we move on to the question? All right, so moving on to the question. Hope you have observed it properly. So here comes your question. All right, almost everybody has answered it correctly. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is the time, was the time in the image. One more question we have based on the image. So before that, let's move on to scoreboard. Nida on the top with 7546 points. Second, we have Tawfiq. Third, we have Hannat. Fourth, we have Rishika. And fifth, we have Nilina. New climber also. Anandu is the new climber here, climbing up 4 places in the scoreboard. Okay, last question based on the image. All right, time's up. Waste spin. Waste spin was not mentioned in the image one below. I think many of you have answered both the questions correctly. Good observation skills, I should appreciate. All right, so that brings us to the end of this quiz. So now we'll be moving on to the podium. Podium means that is a place where we'll be finding out the toppers who has come to the top spot in the quiz. Okay, top 3 and top 5 spots. So here comes the podium. So third spot we have Nilina, 6593 points. Second spot we have Hannat, and first spot goes to Nida with 8436 points. Okay, and we have runners up Rishika and Prathamesh, I think. Okay, all right. So once again, congratulations to all the winners and thank you to all the participants. So winners may please take your screenshot of the final result screen and send it along with your Instagram ID to our WhatsApp number 8086 11102, and the number will be provided in the chat box also.